All right, I got the recording on.
Oh.
You want one of those, huh? So how long did it take you to get that?
Less than a month.
It'd be a lot
I
easier.
get it. I got it.
It would be a lot easier decision if it came in the right color. Rory's found a couple of them in the right color already.
You're signing up for Prime. Oh.
We got a check up here.
Oh.
Really?
Talkative bunch tonight.
Yeah. Yellow.
Good evening.
And Jerry, it's not my fault. You're the one that told her to go for a ride with me.
Yeah, I did.
He had an ulterior motive too, by the sounds of things.
Well, actually, I tell you what, that DCT Goldwing is just a hell of a nice ride. There's no doubt about it. And the best thing about those is they didn't get rid of that really wonderful sound when the peg hits the ground. Same sound.
I want to apologize to the group early in case I have to jump off real quick. My 5-year-old grandson had his tonsils removed, and sometime in the near future, he's supposed to be coming home. So I may just dive out of here real quick.
Well,
Understood.
you know, I didn't officially open the meeting. I'm opening the meeting as a substitute for Linda. She had to work yet tonight. So anyway, welcome everybody. And for our newest guy down there, is it Calvin? I thought you went by a different name. Yeah, you're on mute, buddy.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I click on here? I'm not sure what I'm doing.
I can hear you now.
Okay. You can hear me okay? I play Dirk, but my first name's Calvin. So you can call me Calvin. I probably ought to put Dirk up there.
Dirk it is. So anyway, Dirk, this is our happy hour meeting. We just get started and we let this meeting go wherever it goes. We do that once a month. And I'm going to start by introducing my sangria.
There you
All
go.
right. Well, I'm sitting in La Fortuna, Costa Rica.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm scouting a route to take a group of riders in November. All around Costa Rica. So right now I'm in Arenal, which is my favorite part of Costa Rica. If you've ever been, I highly recommend it. If you've never been, I highly recommend it. It's a great ride, great roads, and you can rent a motorcycle here for $55 a day and hit the road.
Off-road riding, of course.
Yeah, it's awesome riding.
I have a
Okay.
Awesome.
friend just last month moved there to open a brewery.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
Monkey Head Brewing Company in, I don't know where it's at.
I had a friend that just got condos down. Loves it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What type of bikes are they renting?
Honda. Honda 400. And on-road, off-road. There's some north that are pretty rough. You can stay on pretty much all the time, but I like to go on the gravel, so I have 70 20s
Good,
uh,
good.
combo, so I can go on the road.
Awesome.
Hello, Pete.
So
Hey, Bruce.
We get a fair amount of feedback somewhere, guys.
It's I think it's gone now, maybe.
Beg your pardon?
I said, I think it's gone now, maybe.
That's right. I mean, that's what she said, right?
I think some background noise.
That's the only capitals.
So Jerry, are you planning on taking this Gold Wing up to Alaska or the new one?
I took this Goldwing to Alaska last summer.
Did you?
Yeah. Already did the trip.
Been there, done that.
Been there, done that. I don't know. I might be willing to go in another 4 or 5 years.
Maybe that's the
I was
reason it got cracked.
I don't
I
know.
was reading an article in the Hog magazine earlier today, and it talked about 9 guys
Yeah.
leaving Fort McMurray in January at -30, and they went 1,000 kilometers north of Fort McMurray at average temperature -30. They studded their tires, and 8 out of the 9 made it. So,
Wow.
8 of the 9 made it. Okay, what happened to the one?
They ate him.
He got
one
frozen.
one guy wiped out on the ice road and banged up his knee.
Oh, dear.
It wasn't like the Donner Party where he was food for the other guys.
That's Bruce's country. No way.
Well, it's a long ways west and north from where I am.
Hey, I didn't see Pete on there. Welcome, Pete. Good to see you too.
Yeah, thanks, Jerry.
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself for a couple minutes?
Sure. Pete Jensen. I belong to the Rotary Club of Grand Bend in Ontario, so I'm actually south of where Bruce is. Actually, I met Bruce a couple of weeks ago, and he talked a little bit about this club, so I thought I'd join in.
Good job, Bruce.
I've been riding bikes since I was about 55, so I'm a late starter. I'm now 63, and I've got my basically my 3rd bike. I got a Harley Ultra, and my wife was on the back for the first couple of years, and then she got a bike, and if you ask her, she has a red bike.
A red bike.
She has a Harley Street Glide, and and she has no clue of what it is, how the engine, nothing. She just says it's a red bike.
Mike.
But we have a good time riding.
But she rides, and good for her.
Yeah.
My wife rode on the back for a while, and then she decided she was going to get her own bike. But she can tell you every detail about that bike. She knows more about those bikes than I do. And she goes into the service, and I think they dread seeing her come because she has very specific oil she wants, and she wants this done and that done, and I just go in and say, service my bike. But so it's quite a difference in riders, I guess.
Now, who washes your wife's bike?
It varies, but most of the time she does, because I don't do a good enough job for her.
Maybe that needs to be my tactic.
Well, yeah, well, it's intentional. So it's my bike gets better care.
Get a dual sport bike like mine. You don't wash it.
You telling me you don't wash your bike, Harold?
What's the use in washing it when you're off-road? half the time. No, I do wash it. I wash it to examine or inspect it for damage. And if I don't see anything loose, rusted, or cracked, then it goes through a bunch of mud holes and it stays muddy until the next mud adventure.
That's what they make pressure washers for.
Oh, no pressure washer. No. I do baby a little bit. I don't put a pressure washer on it. But I've had it underwater up to my mid-thigh. And she just keeps on trucking. Not like a hard lady. That was for Terry, by the way.
We have to convert these guys, Harold. The adventure bikes are the way to go, right?
It's the only way to go.
That's right.
You get off.
So easier ergonomics for aging hips, I hear, the adventure bikes.
Well, it depends on how adventurous you are. You know, when you get to be my age at 64, you dial it back a little bit.
But you can still look adventurous, though, Harold.
Yeah. I'm not one of those guys who has a bike that looks badass and doesn't use it. You know, if it's going to look the part, you know, you have to beat the part. Just do it.
Adventure bikes require longer legs too than some people have.
No, they have models out now, and they are lowered, and they're for the vertically challenged.
They're getting there now, but when I got my bike, I looked at the BMW GS, even the 800, and it just wasn't going to work for me. I just didn't feel comfortable in it.
Come on back, we'll hook you up now.
If you get a GS, you have to get that spray-on mud for looking adventurous at the coffee shop.
So I look like Harold. You got to get the Harold mud.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Eurostitch sells that.
The GS310 just came out, BMW, and for shorter people,
yep,
you can go anywhere on it. It's a great.
It's okay for off-road, but not really very good out on the interstate. You know, any kind of speed.
Yeah, if you're doing a lot of long distance, 1200 is the only way to go. But if you want to do gravel, and you know the 1200 is too, then the 310. I have people that ride it for miles on the highway, they love it, but you can go with a little higher of 650. Shorter people that can go on road, off road. That's all I've ever done, so I don't. I don't know. You know, I love the gravel. I'm not a single track guy, but I did a lot of gravel, probably 1,000 kilometers this week, and probably a third of it was gravel.
I got to come pay you a visit.
What's that?
I've got to come pay you a visit.
Yeah, you need to come and ride to Costa Rica with me. It's a quick flight down, and I'll be riding in November and in January. That we'll get into the rain here, but November to April is next.
Calvin, I've been admiring the view over your shoulder. Is that palm trees blowing in the wind?
Yeah, I see that, and I'm around. That's Mount Arenal. It's that's what I'm looking at outside the hotel. So.
Well, it's about time somebody else is twisting the knife instead of me. I'm always showing these guys the California twist.
Good job.
Yeah, I thought, well, maybe I won't tune in today, but then I thought, well, maybe I will.
Why not? Eat the heart out.
So,
speaking of California, I think it's 80 degrees here today.
We hit 86. I was out on the golf course. It was really tough.
I was going to say, we don't have 96% humidity, though.
Yeah, that humidity gets you.
I woke up to 35 this morning.
35? When is your summer coming?
My furnace is still on.
You're muted, Jerry.
Oh, we had that last week for about 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, our furnace is still running too, Glenda.
Oh, man.
I'm running out of firewood too.
Well, we get the beautiful weather out here, but you guys got the garages back in the Midwest. I don't have a garage. Does that make us even?
What?
My car stays out so the bike can be in the garage. So
priorities,
or more precisely, so that my wife's bike can be in the garage. I just sneak mine in beside hers.
You probably checks every night.
Is that true, Scott?
What's that? I'm sorry.
The chat there. Do you keep your bike in the house?
No, I've got friends who do, but that wouldn't work. We're on the second level besides in the fourplex, so.
Build a lift.
Maybe I should.
Just get a GS. Yeah.
And just go up the stairs with it?
Yeah,
exactly.
I've done that before, riding with the U.S. Park Police in the Presidio up in, what is it? What do they call it? The Legion of Honor.
Yeah.
I went up there's 2 flights of concrete stairs on their little patrol bikes. That was a lot of fun.
Coming down is a real adventure.
Yep.
Sit back as far as you can.
The important thing I found was looking where I was going or looking where I wanted to go. For a moment, I kind of looked down. It's like, wow, I can't believe I'm riding on a staircase. About 78.
Right. That's one thing they tell you. Do not look down. You go where you're looking.
Yeah. Now the house is filling up. I see more little windows popping up here.
Cool. There's a get in the car.
Folks, my grandson just got here, so I'm going to bail out. Sorry.
See you guys.
All the best.
Ice cream.
Have a good one.
Plenty of ice cream.
I'm kind of multitasking.
There's Amanda Can't Tech window in there.
Yes.
I think we should unmute her, see what she has to say. It's not letting me.
It might be swear words. It's been a rough commute day.
Do you have some choice ones you like?
There were some choice words. No, of course not. I don't swear at all, Jerry.
Well, I have to learn not to do that when Debbie's listening.
It's funny. Mike listens better when I use it. That's weird.
Mine are used to encourage traffic to go a little better.
It doesn't work?
I used them for a little bit until the helicopter showed up, and then I figured they were no good. It was a record bad commute. It was an hour and 15 minutes to go 8 miles today.
Oh, you gotta love Northern Virginia traffic.
No, you don't. I think it's even worse when you have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, but you have this moral compass that says you're not allowed to drive in the median, so you don't. But you could.
Just get a helicopter.
You got to get one of those little drone bikes with the 4 rotors on the corners and you straddle it.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely drive one of those. It would be fun.
Then you can have 3-dimensional traffic accidents, not just 2-dimensional.
I was just going to say, can you imagine how many idiots would be falling on top of your car at that point?
Yeah. So, Gary, how long is your your cleaning process take on the wing there. I'm following your pics in Facebook about dissecting it.
Actually, I've got some cracks in the welds. It's in at the dealer or at a welder right now. I'll have it back tomorrow.
Just in
That's
time
why.
for the
That's
snow
why I've
comes.
got it tore down. Is for those, nothing else.
Okay.
But knowing how bad it is to change out that air filter while it was apart, I did that. That air filter is buried in there.
Where were the cracks?
Yeah, how'd you manage to get that?
Honda had an issue with them. I don't know if it was Honda's issue or not, or something I did. I don't know. I have no idea how long the cracks were there, but there's two parts of the frame that come in from the back axle across the top. I think they receive into the main frame. And they're cracked right there. But they were slow fracture cracks.
No, I got some.
They'll be gone tomorrow.
Were you trying to follow John?
Oh, that's okay. If it's there, I'll deal with it.
Yeah, I don't know what that conversation is there.
My supper just arrived.
Hey, Brian, are you logged in as yourself now, or as?
I'm not really sure.
I'm already logged in on the account and recording.
Okay, no, I appreciate it, but it's my son's birthday today. It was all I could do to get away.
Well, maybe you should go back to him.
Well, it's bedtime now.
Ah.
Yeah.
He wore you out already.
It always wears me out.
Well, I appreciate you making the time to visit us.
Well, I'm sorry I'm late.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it with the school and the kids and the family and.
I don't do any one of them well.
And then us.
So, Scott, are you interviewing for a job today?
I've got an informational interview in, about 5-something minutes. I'm going to call into this woman who works at a place called Samsara. And they're doing an Internet of Things play for fleet trucking or school buses or other industrial equipment. So, the same way you can get into your router or your thermostat in your house, they do that for truckers. And GPS maps, weather avoidance, and monitors temperature of the load. A lot of really cool technology. So I'm expecting an offer any time now from Thermo Fisher Scientific, and kind of hoping that they drag their feet a little bit, so at least sense if the other place would have me. It's kind of a funny position to be in.
It's a great position to be in. Scott, if I should have offered and brought it up before, but we are definitely in the same world. Our company is all AI and ML with a focus on data analytics and data science. Mm-hmm. I'm on the cyber side of things, both defensive and offensive. So if need be, if you'd like to reach out at any point in time, feel free, whether that be with a resume or with a new job and making connections.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
I'm going to post a little 6-minute video here in chat that I already shared with Jim. He and I had a conversation about the whole network security and data kind of stuff, and what is just practically commodity technology off the shelf for components these days. Wi-Fi hotspots in vehicles, and we all got our Google Maps and our weather stuff. They've just kind of put it all together in one thing. So it plays kind of a role in what we think of as roadway safety. Some people using helmet cams for tagging mode to establish liability in case of a collision. This is just a very small part of what their whole thing does. And that place is hiring a lot, and they're right here in San Francisco. So it's like, all right, well, it'd be really nice if I was able to make a choice and not just, okay, well, the other place wouldn't have me, so I'll take this one. But either way, it's pretty good.
Sounds great.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
Well, best of luck to you for sure. Hopefully you get the opportunity to have to choose between the two.
Thank you. Yeah. That would be golden. And then this week, I finally finished that Salesforce credential, and I realized I do not want to work as a Salesforce administrator and be chained to the same desk every day. It's like, no.
I think a couple people in this group can appreciate the fact that I just worked on a classified proposal for the last 30 days, which is why I haven't seen you. And I'm the only one in the company who has the credentials to do it. So I got to write and produce and deliver a 7-volume proposal by myself. So I've missed you all. And I've missed the sunshine.
Are you saying you're the only one with that level of clearance?
I was the only one available because it was over spring break, because some other capture manager did a real darn good job at shaping it for their company. So it came out and half of the proposal was due the Monday before Easter and half of it was due this past Monday. That's the kind that you look at and go, why are we bidding on this? But
That brings back old memories, bad ones all.
old bad memories, trust me. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm going to mute you guys for just a second while I make dinner for the children.
Of course.
In the car?
Make dinner. I think she's ordering pizza.
There's an app for that, right?
It's a drive-through.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a drive-through.
You got to do what you got to do.
Hit the button.
Uber Eats, that's a
Uber
big
Eats.
thing in LA. My son lives in LA, and we're just down there watching the kids for a week over the spring, and you just hit an app and bring up a menu and hit send, and it appears at your door.
That's
And
still
down there, of
happening.
course, you can get from anywhere. You can get any kind of food you could ever imagine. It's almost obscene.
They'll be delivering by drone very soon.
Right.
What is
So
this?
if you're hungry, you just go out with a slingshot and you figure out which drone you want to shoot down, right?
I can remember hearing my father swear under his breath when Hardee's in Charleston opened up a drive-through, and he couldn't understand. Now, this is a man who was born in 1903. He could not understand how and why, as Americans, we were so lazy to go to a fast food joint and not prepare food at home for your family, and on top of it, have a drive-through window because they're too lazy to get out of their vehicle and go in. If he were alive today, he would come unglued.
Yet in his era, they had the wonderful thing of the girls on roller skates that come out to your car window. That was awesome.
Been there, done that. It's great.
Hey, can you guys unmute Amanda and let's hear what she's ordering?
Oh, that's cute. I can maybe do that. I'm going to try.
Everybody be quiet.
Troublemaker.
Alexa is helping me order my dinner for my children. She's very sweet. I'm very glad that she's here for me.
Bon appetit,
Great day.
Amanda.
So what did Alexa order for you?
She definitely ordered a lot of Chick-fil-A. I got some hungry children in the house.
That was cute idea there, Terry.
Look who popped up. Linda has made it. Uh-oh. Trouble in the house.
Uh-oh, Linda's here.
Yeah.
We're wrapped up now.
Now we
It
got
was
to leave.
awfully busy today.
Linda, thank you for showing up when you did. Jerry was getting a little beside himself.
Was he?
Yes.
Getting a little soft. You know,
Jerry
he's
was
almost
getting me in
61.
trouble. Jerry got me in trouble.
It's that almost 61 thing.
No, I'm almost over that about a week ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So he's 61. That's why. He doesn't know how to deal with it yet.
Don't be picking on us 60-year-olds.
Hey, I'm right up there with you.
This morning I was commenting about something work-wise, and then I got to stop and think and thought, damn it, that was 40 years ago.
That's scary.
Oh, yeah.
No, the sun came out and everybody and their brother came out to the tulips.
Hey, have we had anybody use video, show a video online in our Zoom forum yet in one of our presentations?
In one of our meetings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it
Jim
come
Dodge did a while ago, and there's been a couple of others.
through okay?
Yeah. Unless
I've
they have
got
a really
a
bad
new-
connection.
I've got a new feature. It's a 30-minute video, 25-minute video for Casa Colibri, the medical mission I go to down in Guatemala.
Yeah.
Right.
We had a professional do it the last time we were in there. He came with us and did this. And so I have a canned program anytime we have somebody that bails.
It'll be in February.
It's on video on YouTube. So
Maybe one of the meat talks. We don't have anybody for a meat talk in May yet.
did you talk to
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes. No, she can't.
Wow.
She's got a new job, so her work schedule, she's got traveling a lot.
We haven't heard from everyone, have we?
The ones I've asked, have you asked a few? Harold?
No.
No?
I still got to do mine.
Aha, there you go.
Who just volunteered?
We could wrong told him.
I did a presentation on the GPS on motorcycling, but I didn't do a meet talk.
Oh, do you want to do a meet talk in May?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. That'd probably be good. Give me enough time.
May 15th. Oh, wait. May 15th, we've got
Let me talk about
new member induction. How about June 19th?
That'll work.
Okay.
Barry?
Yes.
Did I hear someone say, let me tell them about you?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
And she doesn't know what she's talking about right now. I got to mute.
Actually, that would be an awesome talk. Have her talk. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, it would.
I missed that.
I think we should have one of our friends or our significant other do the me talk about us.
Oh, yeah. That would be interesting indeed.
Well, that's what we were just talking
It'll
about.
be a you talk.
I think the word is brutal.
Are you volunteering, Amanda?
I don't know anything good about you guys. Or are you saying have my husband do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's super busy.
A nice comeback.
Or I will keep him super busy.
Oh, that's Amanda's turn signal.
Where are you turning, left or right?
I am turning left. After making a complete stop.
Sure.
I should keep you guys unmuted so that I don't swear. I'll keep myself in check.
Amanda, what is that red thing above your head?
I got a sunshade,
Oh,
and
okay.
because I'm roughly the same color as sand, so whenever I drive my Jeep, I get a burnt nose. So I got a red sunshade, but it actually is a UV blocking sunshade.
Okay, learn something new every day. I need one for my motorcycle.
Huh. I wonder if they make one for my Jeep.
What do you have?
Wrangler.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I have.
Yeah, but I want the sun. I want the vitamin D.
I like it for about half of the drive, and then I'm stuck with the roof open because I've got a soft top. And can't do anything about it.
Linda's Wrangler is quite the cool color.
Oh, it's purple or something, isn't it?
Nope, it's lurid green.
Oh, that's right.
Lime green.
I have
You won't get lost in-
I'm driving my Gap Wrangler. It's between the Jeep that I loved and the Gladiator that I want.
Yeah. Gladiator's
I'm
cool.
out of the Gladiator before I get one. It's very cool. I got 3 years to figure that out. I think they sold out of them in the first day.
Yep.
They sold all 4,800 of them.
Wow.
That's what I read.
And those were the day they released them. Those were the package done that made them $62,000, and they sold out. I bought 3, of course.
You bought 3.
I did.
That's why they've sold out.
Yeah,
Your
my
fault.
maiden name is Rockefeller. I should have told you that when I did my About Me speech.
Oh. One more week of tulips and we're done. I'm really bummed. Why are they so quiet today?
He just got on.
It was like went dead. I'll have to sign off so it's nobody's.
We've been here 20 minutes ago. It was nonstop. You missed it.
I was still taking money 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Telling people they can only give me cash, no credit cards. You know. We had 10,000 people come through that farm on Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah. 9 hours is parking cars. It was like, this way, this way.
Yeah, wanting to go that way.
And I wanted to tell a few of them where to go,
Yeah.
but I can't.
Linda, what kind of project was that?
I work at one of the local, there's 2 tulip farms here in the valley. So I'm working at one of them. My neighbor's mom and dad own one of the 2. So this is my 3rd year working, my 3rd and last year working there. And I volunteered to work on the weekend to help in the parking, which was a really stupid idea. But, you know, it's extra money. I'm buying fly fishing gear this year.
Yeah, I'm taking up fly fishing May 7th. A group of
Nice.
vets together 2 hours twice a month where they teach you everything from tying the flies to building the rods, everything
Nice.
about that.
Yeah, I took a class a year and a half ago to cast, but that was a disaster. But I did go last summer and I caught a fish, so I can't complain. And I put it back. It would have been good for dinner.
Did you catch a minnow or what?
No, it was a trout. It was a trout. But he was only about that big. Up in the Olympic National Forest. We hiked in and went fishing.
You didn't keep it, did you?
No, I put it back.
Okay.
He's a slimy little bugger.
Too small.
He was too small. He's like an appetizer.
Hey guys, so we just decided we're doing this epic road trip this summer. We're leaving from Virginia, driving to every not Big Ten school my son wants to go to. So we're going from here to Kentucky, to Louisville, to Ole Miss, and then across to Flagler, which is in St. Augustine, and then back up the coast to get home. So I'm gonna need to figure out where everybody lives so we can do some drive-by lunching. There's a heck of a lot of miles.
We still got the map up on our website?
Yeah, I think so. Let me look.
Is it?
I think we do. It's on the Facebook page for sure. Probably
I'll
needs
have to check it out. Because I think Harold, you're on the map or on the trip. I have a feeling we're going to be near Virginia Beach.
Did you say every not Big Ten school?
Yes, the boy child wants to go to SEC and ACC schools. I don't even speak SEC. I don't even know what he is thinking. I was like, what is this Louisville school? He's like, Mom, Louisville.
What's his thing against the Big Ten?
I don't know, but I'll be honest with you. Big Ten's expensive for out-of-state people.
Oh yeah, that's why a lot of the
Louisville
out-of-state
ends up
people
being
come
almost
to Iowa.
in-state tuition. Yeah. Ole Miss and Louisville are almost in-state tuition for us because of some reciprocity agreements we have.
Oh.
Map's still up. It's just at the
Kentucky.
bottom.
Kentucky. What's that?
Map's still up. It's at the very bottom of the webpage. You can
I will
see
check
the-
it out.
Good deal.
And Kentucky Midland because just announced to have a diversity program. So all of a sudden, they're the perfect school for John, according to John. We'll see. They become significantly more important if they offer scholarships for rugby.
Hey guys, I'd like to do an informal poll here, if you don't mind. Y'all saw the new image I was putting out for the new logo for IFMR a couple weeks ago. I shared that.
Yeah.
The president of the world IFMR caught wind of it and wanted a design for international, and he's given me some input, and he's got it back forth to me now. So I wanted to do a real quick survey and see what you all think, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Let me share this one here. Is that Sharon?
Yes.
Nope. I mean,
right.
Here you go. Yes.
There's A and then there's B. Which one do you guys like better?
A.
Yeah, I kind of like him.
Of course, it would look better with a golden colored motorcycle, but
I like the green one, Jerry.
yeah, I do too.
I like the
I
color.
kind of do too.
The world president likes this one right now.
I like the blue one.
Of course, that was the colors he gave to me originally.
Reason for that.
I'll vote blue as well.
Yeah.
A lot of blue, huh?
Preference is the bottom one, but that one would work.
Yeah, I agree.
I really like them both.
Mhm.
Well, it beats a lot of the old stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Yeah. I'll be nice. I won't comment about the old guy.
This was his original idea.
Too much work.
Yeah.
This one's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the input. He's going to be bouncing that around to the different chapter presidents, and he'd kind of like to have that available by the International Convention in Hamburg there. So we'll see what happens. Who's tapping in? Is that me?
Hey.
That Morse code?
SOS.
We'll blame
Oh,
it
it's Mike Emily. It's Mike. He's tapping to me.
I didn't know it was clicking.
Okay. I called you out. We just got busted having a private conversation. We got to stop talking smack about Jerry.
I thought it was my pacemaker for a minute.
Thank you, Mike.
Too funny.
Amanda, you're still on a long drive home?
No, I am sitting in my driveway now. I'm looking at my front door and contemplating the 40 steps between here and my kitchen, wondering if I want to go up.
She's waiting for the Chick-fil-A to get there.
I got the Chick-fil-A. We're good there.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It smells really good. I wonder if the kids are going to get any of it.
What do you need done? I'd kind of hold it out and use it as a, what can I get done from you?
Oh no, I have a lot of Catholic mom guilt experience, so I will feed them first and then remind them that I fed them when I ask them to clean their bedrooms later.
Oh, I like that even better.
Or when the dog needs to go out. It's supposed to storm tonight, and it'll be rainy and gross, and I will suddenly not be able to take the dog out because I just have too much to do. Make one of the children figure out.
Here. Nice.
Okay, I am going to hop off. Sorry that I was late and I have to leave early. Mike, Emily, thank you very much for the contact information. I appreciate it.
Bye, Mandy.
You guys have a wonderful have a wonderful evening.
Don't mess with your kids.
Have a wonderful Chick-fil-A evening.
Yes, I will. That's a little redundant. Wonderful and Chick-fil-A mean the same thing. Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 Around here, we have a Chick-fil-A app, and they really have it down to a science. I can punch in my order on my phone, and when I arrive at the shop, they greet me at the door and say,
Here's your order.
Rob, here's your order.
Wow.
Nice.
They really want your money.
I don't know where my closest one I think is Tacoma. It's too far south. Too far to go for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no John. Where's John?
I know.
He didn't tell me why, but he's down in Phoenix.
On purpose?
Yeah.
In April?
I think it's some family member, something or other.
Who else going on the Windy Nine in June? Besides you are?
I am.
I'm still thinking about it.
Who's thinking about it?
I'm thinking about it.
So you should go. It'll be good. It'll be fun.
It'll be
I'm
fun.
thinking about it as well. Looking to talk my wife into it.
My wife expects me to redo our kitchen. So it just depends on how far I get along.
You have to tell her you've got to go meet with a couple of experts.
Right. Well, it happens to be on her birthday.
Ooh.
That's the best time to take your wife on an IFMR ride. I've done it many times.
You can call it a planning conference.
Yeah.
Bruce did a hell of a job celebrating his wife's birthday on a ride we did not too long ago.
That's right. Jerry got us a nice cake made and the whole bit.
Wow.
Surprised her, and
she was happy.
Yeah.
We do that for you too, Bob or Rob.
You won't see her on a motorcycle.
Mine would cut me.
Hey, Jim, did you get the envelope I sent you last week?
Yes, I got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As I was becoming governor, I had 3 years of training ahead of time. I had to go to these different places, and every one of those happened to occur on Debbie's birthday weekend. So I got away with a fancy dinner and cake, and she got sung, like 400 people sung happy birthday to her each time. The third one, she said, that's enough.
So much fun.
Yeah, quiet there.
That's what I said.
I think Terry's sleepy. Doesn't Terry look like he's sleeping, guys?
I think he's contemplating.
Or he's had one too many whiskeys.
No, not Terry.
I'm drinking Chardonnay tonight, but I was just trying to see if I could find a score if any of the hockey game just started at 7:30, but my phone just went dead.
They got hockey in South Carolina this time of year?
Yeah. Don't you?
It's Stanley Cup. Hello, it's the playoffs.
We've got an ice rink here.
They used to play hockey in Detroit.
Who's Stanley?
Yeah, that I've never figured out. He's an old guy. I know that.
That's good.
But he had a cup.
I'm not sure of the history of the Stanley Cup. That's a good one to find out.
I've got a couple of books around here somewhere. I could probably give you that answer, but
Hey, we're
probably about a 200-page book, and I'm not going to look it up right now. I'm not sure I could find the book, to be honest with you.
I'm going to go to Google.
There you go.
It is named after Lord Stanley of Preston, who was Canada's Governor General in
There you go.
1890. Stanley purchased a decorative cup while in London and later donated it to Canada's top amateur hockey club in 1893. End of story.
Yay.
Amateur, is that the Toronto Blue Jays?
Maple Leafs. Maple
Hey,
Leafs.
watch it now.
You guys are hard.
Blue Jays is baseball.
The wonders
That
of
guy I'm in trouble.
No.
That I'll bet you that cup is still on display in Toronto at the
Yep. It's still
Hall of Fame.
one of them anyway, yeah.
It is, and it still makes the rounds every year
Really?
with the winner, with the winning team, whether it be an American team or a Canadian team. It still makes the rounds.
Well, that's the current cup. I mean, I'll bet you the original Stanley Cup that he bought in Europe is still on display.
Yeah.
And here's a little trivia for you. Do you realize there's two identical Stanley Cups? Two of them. So
No,
one always on display in Toronto at the Hall of Fame. And then, yes, the other one can travel and does travel the world with the teams and that sort of thing. It's well guarded, but it does travel around. But there's
Right.
two identical ones.
And when did you discover this?
Last year when I was in Toronto, I guess. At the Hall of Fame, now that I think about it.
There you go. I've never been to the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Yeah, I just checked it out. It is in the vault room in the Hall of Fame, the original.
The original one?
Yeah,
I might have a picture of that too somewhere.
it's actually pretty cool looking.
They got an interesting history for sure. Hockey does in the world, and I mean it's one of the oldest sports around, and a lot more action than baseball. Just saying.
Really?
You just like the fights.
Yeah, I mean it's part of it. It's a physical game. I mean, you know,
Come on, be truthful. Come on. Come on.
I had somebody tell me not too long ago, it's like, oh, all those hockey fights are fake. I'm going, yeah, you don't want to be one of the recipients of one of those guys.
Yeah, the only thing fake is the dentures those guys wear now.
That's the old thing. I went to a fight one time and a hockey game broke out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I started the meeting tonight introducing a drink, and I don't think anybody else introduced theirs.
Mine's gone.
Mine's gone.
What did you have?
George Dickel and ginger ale.
I'm still in my Woodford Reserve. Smooth.
I brought two so it wouldn't run out, and I'm almost finished my second one. It's Keith's.
Smart thinker. I had a Crown Royal.
Sorry, I put it on.
Wow, there's more people drinking whiskey. I feel bad because I'm drinking Chardonnay, man. I got wow. You guys are drinking whiskey.
What is that? Influence from?
No, well.
Brian, you got leftover Kool-Aid from that party?
No. Where's my?
I can say this is full of whiskey, but since it's not even quite 5, it's just water.
No, I'm drinking water.
That's boring.
Hydration is good.
Lynn, did you come straight to the meeting, or did you take time to grab something in between?
Nope. Came straight home and left at 4:10 and walked in the door and hopped on the.
Thirsty, huh?
I have water. I drink water all day. And I'm home alone, so I don't drink when I'm alone. Even though there's plenty of wine around here, but I won't drink when I'm alone. Just my thing.
You're not alone. You got like, what is it, 13, 14 buddies right here?
Yeah, but
When
they're
she
not
drinks
you're not
alone, she
physically
prefers to
here.
be by herself.
Huh?
When she drinks alone, she prefers to be by herself.
Yeah.
And I drink with my dogs.
If I want a glass of wine, I'll go into the wine shop or something and have a glass of wine if nobody's here. I just decided alcoholics drink alone all the time, so I'm not going to be one of them.
Very good.
It's just me. No, it was busy. We were busy today, all day long, surprisingly. They're going to top the tulips in another week. No more. Who's typing? Jerry's typing.
Oh, I'm not muted. Sorry.
Bastard. How's school going, Brian?
It's stressful right now.
When are you done?
December.
You have a calendar where you just start marking the days off?
Yeah, well, there's just so much to do between now and then that, you know, if I start planning it out, then the first thing that happens is you get off track.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll never be done.
Yeah.
They're only bridging.
It's at this point, it's just putting out fires. Every time you turn around, it's trying to put out some new, you know, fire that you discover you got to get done before this date or that date, or it's just a mess.
That's called working, Brian.
Well, yeah, but the problem is that it's not self-inflicted. You know, it's stuff that the school should be informing you about, and they're just not very communicative.
Welcome to the world.
But, you know, at $25,000 a semester, you'd think they'd do a little better job. Yeah.
And it's your money and running. Are you kidding?
That's how much you get paid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's quiet tonight. It was quiet. My neighbors.
Witching hour.
Well, it's getting quiet, and I'm going to go kiss my kid goodnight.
And it's 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wherever you
Have a good week, everyone.
You too.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Good week.